Hey everybody, I'm Vasel, and welcome back as I go through my Aeon Trespass Odyssey saga. So if you haven't seen these before, there's super spoilers in them, so keep that in mind. So what happened in this particular game? It's been a few weeks since I played the game, and I read all the comments. I read the comments of my videos, and people gave me different advice. One person said, hey, you should use a different app, Scribe, for this instead of the official app that you're using. And I thought, I don't feel like transposing over all the data, but that's an interesting idea. But anyway, so the last time we played this, the pursuer has finally caught up to me. So I'm like, all right. So the very first thing I didn't even go back to the game. I just went over and set up the fight. I knew that's what I was doing. So I set the fight up on the table. I put the pursuer out, went through his cards. He's an interesting character, has his own flare cards and everything. And I said, okay, I have all these new weapons. I definitely geared up last time. Let's see what we can do. And he schlocked me. I mean, he wiped the floor with me. And I'm telling you folks, I didn't pull any punches. I re-rolled dice almost every chance I could get. I mean, especially after turn one, I was like, all right, whatever. I'm re-rolling dice all the time. Every time he hit so hard, and I mean, yes, you have sometimes the enemy hitting hard isn't that big of a deal, but one of my people got a major wound, which killed them. Just drew the card, an internal killing card. Another person survived for like 5 rounds. They just kept, the Obel cards, I just kept drawing the You Live card. Finally drew the You Die, and we rolled to see if Zeus happens. Of course, that doesn't happen. And then he also has this knockback 10 cards he does. So we did 3 wounds on him, and then he killed him. And 2 people he just punched right off the board. And I kind of came out of this very deflated. Like, he was so much harder than the other guys were. And the other guys keep getting harder. And I don't feel like my weapons in this game are getting as good as hard as the enemy. The way the enemy is increasing in difficulty is increasing faster than the hardness than my weapons are. And then you just roll poorly, it doesn't matter. Like, oh, I got these 2 great weapons, I'm gonna roll some dice. And I sat there for a while and I thought, do I even want to continue doing this? Because the pursuer just destroyed me, and he's gonna show up again and he's gonna keep chasing me. And I'm almost at the point where when I get to the pursuer again, I'm just gonna be like, we lost, 4 Titans gone, continue. I mean, why set up the board and do all this? And yes, there's a possibility, right? And I know that some people who are watching this will say, well, Tom, you're just terrible at tactics and things. Maybe, but I gotta feel like I have a chance. And this is like a couple fights in a row now in this game where I've just gotten destroyed. And the other monsters, the Hecaton and them, they get stronger every time. I'm like this close to just foregoing fights in this game, pretending I win them all, and just going through the story. Now, so that's the first thing that happened. Secondly, I then went, and again, I haven't even got the game set up and everything, but someone mentioned last time that I did not take one of the technologies, and it's easy to miss technology in this game. I wish someone at the company would explain to me why the technologies, the big technologies, have 2 different names on both sides. Because when you're looking for one, sometimes it's on one side, sometimes it's on the other. That's very odd. But there was one technology we didn't take, the trading one, which opens up a bunch more options and everything. And I was like, wow, I would have taken some of this stuff earlier. There's some interesting things here. So I got my technology sorted out. Then I went and opened up the official app for this app here. And you can see it says, where's my game? Because there was nothing. And I know I saved it because I had closed and opened it before. It wasn't there. Like, nothing. And I was... So this is where the Luddites come out and go, you should have been keeping it on paper. But I mean, the app was helpful because it kept everything in one place. So now what do I do? So I downloaded the Scribe thing, and I said, all right, I'm gonna try to remake my game. So the Scribe thing is, oh my word, that app is way better than the official app by a mile. So I put in the map. It took me a while, but I put in all the tiles that I've been to. I put in the technologies. I carefully went through, counted out how many technologies I would have gotten. I have a pile of technologies anyway, but I double checked all that to make sure I have them. I rebuilt the deck. But the character, and I put my characters in, and I have my weapons and stuff that I have, because that's definitely a pile of stuff that I have. I know that. And I also know the levels. But, so what do I, the problem is I don't remember everything we went on. I guess I could go back and watch my own videos of, what I have. I don't remember what cargo we had. That's something I can't even, I'm just going to have to guess what cargo we had. And then I'm going to, what missions, I'm going to have to go back and read through the book. I have stuff laid all over the table. Do I even want to continue at this point? This sounds a little whiny, I suppose, but board gaming is all about fun. And I love the story and stuff of Aeon Trespass Odyssey, which is why I chose to do it for this series. But I gotta say, I don't know. I don't want to continue right now. I spent an hour plus typing stuff in this app, and I was like, I'll get to the rest of this later. But, I mean, this better not delete the stuff. Well, it's still there. Okay, fine. But the combat in this game, and people are like, well, it gets better, the combat. You're going to get cooler stuff. When? I got a god power that I can't use. I get weapons that have a +1, and now I can roll 2 red dice per hit, which is great if they hit. But the enemy I fought, you needed 8s or higher to hit it. And the other enemies are just going to get higher and higher too. And I get that you're fighting some impossible odds. You're fighting these gigantic creatures. But give me a win somewhere. Give me something that makes me feel better about it. All right. Well, I haven't given up on the game yet. I'm deciding. If there's a bunch of comments below this, or if there's very few views or comments on this video, I may just dissolve the campaign, pack it up, and call it a day. And just read through the book on my own time to see what happens. But again, I'm not 100% sure what I'm missing here. I know, again, that, and some people might go, well, you're supposed to lose to the Hermanian Pursuer, whatever it is. How was that fun then? Like, this guy keeps chasing me. I'm about to just take him out of the game and be like, he got blown up. Because what does that add to your enjoyment of a game to have it? Like, if I was here in his house and every 2 weeks a guy walked in and punched me in the face and there was nothing I could do to stop him, and people are like, well, it adds to the fun of life. But it doesn't. I play a lot of video games, and I played some very difficult games. Elden Ring, where there are really difficult monsters to beat. But I went and leveled up. I leveled up, and then I come back and I beat them. I haven't beat all of them. There's lots of monsters I can't beat, but there's tons of bosses I did beat because I leveled up and I practiced and I got good at beating them. In this game, I'm not really leveling up. So you can argue that there's practice, but the draws from those decks, those wound decks, are crazy. I mean, when you draw the one just as your guy dies, you're like, oh, okay. And when you draw the bad guys thing, he's like, knock back 10. Come on, the board's not even... So... anyhow, this is a bit of a wine fest, and I apologize for that. But I want to let you guys know where I'm at with the game. So I'm not even halfway through the first book. And I shouldn't have to play 40 hours of a game for it to suddenly get good. But we'll see. We'll see. I might have a change of heart. I might come around, and you'll see another one of these episodes. Otherwise, this might be the last one. Who knows? I'll type a comment to let you guys know either way. It's still set up at my house. It's still all ready to go. But I still have to go back and read through all the stories again and input stuff in the app to remember the things that I did. That's so frustrating to lose everything on an app. Now don't know whose fault that is. I don't know what happened. Again, I know I saved it because I closed it and opened it again. Even if I lost the new stuff, I should have got the first time I did it. But man, All right, so anyhow, Aeon Trespass Odyssey. Not a great start or not a great continuance here, but we'll see what happens next time. So, all right. Plenty of other fun things to do. My spirits remain undimmed. I'm going to continue on and have fun in board gaming. I'm just not sure about Aeon Trespass Odyssey. We'll see if it comes back next time. I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.